Good day, Market Chameleons, and everyone joining for the first time. Thanks for coming by and checking out the Market Chameleon pre-market show. Before we get started, let's take a look at the shared disclaimer. Please be aware that neither Dimitri, Market Chameleon, or myself are registered investment advisors or a broker-dealer. If you're searching for investment advice, please reach out to a licensed professional. This show, like all our shows and webinars, are for informational purposes only concerning Market Chameleon tools and products. With that, one last look at the disclaimer, and let's welcome Dimitri Pargamonik to the stage. We'll be talking about screening for call option opportunities using volume and open interest filters. How you doing, D? You there? Dimitri, can you hear me?
Oh, hey, Will, I can't hear you.
Didn't hear me say anything that whole time? Can everyone else hear me? I can hear you. My voice is on. Everyone hears you. Can you hear yourself? We can hear you. Can everyone hear me? Everyone can hear me on this podcast, D. I'm not sure.
Will, I can't hear you.
Let me call Dimitri real quick.
Hello?
Hey, we can hear you. Everyone can hear you. You're good to go. I don't know why you're not hearing me. Or did you hear yourself when you're speaking? No. All right. You want to log out and log back in? See if it works? Because everyone could hear me, or you could just do it. All right. Sounds good. Bye. All right. So Dimitri's going to come on, and we can all hear.
Okay. Hey, everyone. So I guess I can't hear Will, but apparently Will's saying that he can hear me. So I'll just continue with the show. And good morning to everyone. I'm going to switch right now to my screen, and what we'll talk about today is if we're screening for call option opportunities, for so many different calls that are trading. Sometimes we want to know, well, is there trading activity in any particular call worth looking at? So that's what we're going to do today. And I'm going to first navigate to a call screener. So if you go up top, you click on screeners, and let's do the long calls. So this screener looks at call options really from the perspective of the ask price. So when we look at a call, you could look at the ask price, the bid price, depending on what you want to do. But if you're looking at potentially to buy a call, then the ask price at least that's the best available displayed price at the time. So we kind of start our analysis from there. And here we see that up top, we have these different filters. And then below, we have the individual calls. So you can see in NVIDIA, you have the stock price, you have statistics on the call, and then this is the particular call, December 19th, 189 strike. Then you got different strikes. So these are all sorted by highest market cap. So a lot of them right now are in NVIDIA. And I'm going to go to this next tab for market data. Or actually, I'm sorry, let's go to volume and open interest. So all the way at the end, we're going to click on volume and open interest. And here, for each of these calls, we get the volume, trading volume for that particular option. We also have the open interest for that particular option. And this allows us to narrow down options based on trading activity on the day. Sometimes you could see here their option, even in NVIDIA itself, right, within the same stock. for example, one option traded 2,892 contracts, the 189 strike. Here's another option that only traded 493 contracts, the 178 strike. Right? So you could see that there are different option contracts, call options in NVIDIA with different trading activity. Some have very little, maybe zero trading. Some are very active or more active than the other. So if we're looking for something that is more active, right, maybe that's what we want to do. Well, the screener could help us filter that out. So for example, if we wanted just to use let's go to volume and open interest. If we wanted to look at option volume, but we wanted to filter out where there's very little. So we could go maybe, let's say, over 5,000. So right now we have 9,478 contract. I'm sorry. So just so you know, this is defaulted to December 19th expiration, which is the next monthly. If you want to expand it, you can. But let's say we expand it to next 30 days. So we're going to look at options that expired in the next 30 days. So if the expiration is in a week, this will be included. If there's an expiration in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, these will be included in the screener right now. So you can see 35,954 different call options. So I'm going to come back now to this volume and open interest. And let's say, well, we're looking perhaps for those option contracts with higher trading volume, right? You can see 1,800 here. Here's 116,000. So let's try the higher trading volume. So we could use this filter. And when we click on it, let's say we go over 5,000. So let's see how much it changes by. Right now we have 35,954 different option contracts in here. So we could, you could see, you can tap through here. But let's filter them out and let's go over 5,000. So the option volume in this particular contract has to be over 5,000. So now we went down to 481. So you could see how quickly we removed over 35,000 different contracts out there to just concentrate on those with high option volume, right? High option trading volume. So, you can see now some already are in Apple, NVIDIA, and if you tap through, you'll see the other ones. Now, we could also look at it from different perspectives. What if we wanted to see where the volume in this particular contract is somewhat unusual compared to the average daily volume, right? So let's say you could see in NVIDIA, we have a lot of different contracts. But how do we know, like in that stock where there's a particular option that's, trading, or there's a big concentration in a particular option for that stock? Because even in NVIDIA, we have, lots of different contracts still. So we could compare the option volume on a relative basis, right? On a relative basis, is this high? And on a relative basis, we could say, well, what is the average daily option volume in NVIDIA? So let's say it's 1 million, if we added it up, or it's 1 million. Well, if on average there's 1 million contracts traded in a stock, in a particular stock, and let's say today we see 20%, 200,000 contracts in one option, well, that could be significant because that's like 20% of the average daily, in one contract. 20% of it is already concentrated in one particular option. So maybe we'll narrow that down. So we could use this one, volume, as a percentage of the average daily volume, right? So let's say we want to go, let's say 10%. Right, so let's see what this brings. So now we're down to 75. So we could see now in Microsoft, this particular option traded 33,590 contracts. It's the December 12th 485 strike. And this represents 10%. 10% if we took the average daily volume in Microsoft, the total, not in one contract, the total average daily volume. And we compared it to this volume in this one contract, that's already 10%. Okay, so that's a significant amount just in one contract, right? Significant amount of concentration. We see a couple here now, JP Morgan, Oracle, 10%. Here's an 88%. So here, TJX traded 8,983 contracts in this one option, December 12th, 160 call. That's 88% of average daily volume, through, if we were the aggregated volume throughout all contracts. So that's a pretty big, something might be going on, it might be worth taking a look at. What about the average trade size? So we could look at so the average trade size takes the total option volume and divides it by the number of trades, right? So a trade is like a transaction. So you could have one trade with 10 contracts. You could have one trade with 1,000 contracts. You could have, one trade with one contract. So if there are a lot of, big trades, mostly of big trades, we should see the average size of a trade with high number. So let's say we were doing that, and let's just say we're looking at average trade size, and we wanted to see something with bigger trades on average. So we could go, let's say, above 50. So now we're down to 27. So you can see in Cisco, 1,000 contract 14, but the average size of these trades are big. So these are like bigger average size trades. What if we wanted to go the opposite way and say we were looking actually for high volume, but lots of small trades? The idea there is maybe there are lots of retail trading going on, back and forth trading. Maybe, it's not like just some big trades that move the volume, but something might be going on, where lots of different participants might be in there. So we could go and do below 5. So the average size is below 5. Okay, so meeting all these conditions, we only saw one, but I could remove this condition. Let's say, that there's not a big concentration. So now we get a bunch, 76. So the big concentration, where did it have it? Over 10%. This one popped up because it looks like there's a lot of trading on a relative basis, a lot of trading in this option contract, 5,500, but that's 30% of average daily volume already in this one contract. But the average size is 5, which is saying that there's lots of trades going on, right? Lots of, you could see here, 1,159 trades, lots of trades going on with not huge size. They're not all huge sizes, which could indicate that maybe there's news or something, and it's attracting, perhaps retail traders or out there more market participants. Okay. Now I'm going to just put more items in there. We could also look at just open interest, or we could look at open, if we just want, hey, we want to see that there's already open interest in these contracts. So we could just kind of, do this, like say over 2,000. This will narrow it down, 68. We could also look at open interest as a percentage of total open interest. Okay. And this is looking for a option contract which may have just a large concentration of open interest in that stock. So let's see if we can find that. So I'm going to go here and let's say 20%. Let's see if we find anything. Okay, nothing. Let me just maybe take some of these filters off just to see if we find anything. Okay, so now we have, for example, CNP. There's no trading in this option because I removed that filter. But on the December 1940 strike, we could see that there's 10,493 contracts in open interest. And that represents 31% of all the open interest in this stock. So if we looked at, open interest December 19th, 40 strike, then, CNP has other options. If we added all those options, all the open interest, and took the aggregate and then just compared it to December 1940, well, 31% of it is all in this option, 32% over here. So this gives us an idea where there might be a concentration, particular option with a lot of open interest. And like, for example, there's even trading going on. So that allows us to filter out that way. And I think I'm going to stop there because I kind of covered, the different ways to use the volume filter in the open interest. But the idea here is, even before we go analyze like the actual trades and the prices, implied volatilities and what's going on, this lets us narrow things down quickly by either the trading volume interest or the existing open interest in that contract. All right, well, I'm going to throw it back to you.
All right, D, I'm assuming you still can't hear me,
Okay,
correct?
I still can't hear you, so
great
everyone,
job.
Thanks for joining. Stay safe out there. Have a great trading day. Hope to see you tomorrow.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow, D. Hey, thanks everyone for joining. I'm sorry that we had some tech issues on D's side, so he couldn't hear me, which means I couldn't get the questions over. So Rob, I just typed in the chat. If anyone had any questions, email support. I'll get them in front of Dimitri. Maybe we can get them back to you today or talk about them tomorrow. I know Rob had a question in there. Everyone have a safe trading day out there. If you're following us on any of the social platforms, please thumbs up, like. If you're not following us, please follow us. It makes it more helpful when we bring out a new video. You get alerted to it. So everyone have a great day. Stay safe out there, and we will see you tomorrow, Friday, for the last show of the week. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.